Welcome to this week's preparation for Shabbos with Nefesh Shimshon. Who doesn't want to live a calm life, an easy life? Says Rav Shimshon, the way, and it's actually not only Rav Shimshon, the way how to live a calm and easy life is to live a life with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Life with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, life where you know where every step you are, where every step you go, and every challenge you encounter, you have HaKadosh Baruch Hu with you, and He's here to help you. We see that Yosef HaTzadik, the Pasuk tells us, Shem Shamayim Shogol B'fiv, he was always using Baruch Hashem, Be'ezras Hashem, and so on. He was always living daily life with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We know how successful Yosef HaTzadik was. And even in Mitzrayim, even Eretz Arot, in the worst place you can ever imagine, Yosef HaTzadik managed to overcome any situation and every challenge because he lived a life with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And this is what Shabbos brings us. A life where we live one-on-one HaKadosh Baruch Hu, with Achos HaKadosh Baruch Hu, with one unity in our HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And we especially at times, challenging times, very troubling times, inflation, wars in Europe, Ukraine, Russia, Iran. People don't really know what's going on, what's going to bring, what's going to be tomorrow. Living a life, holding on to rope with HaKadosh Baruch Hu is what will manage us to overcome those challenges, to live a life with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And Rav Shimshon over here tells a story of himself. He says when Joseph was married, he was two months married. And it was the days before the 6-day war. Everyone knew something's going to happen. The armies gathered around Israel, and everyone knew something's going to happen. Some terrible thing might happen over here. Everyone was worried. Everyone's going to be, what's going to be? Says Rav Shimshon about himself, and I once heard a recording of one of his drashos where he tells over this story, and he told it over with a lot of he blamed himself about the story a lot. And he told himself, I was just newly married. And I was American. I didn't have anything to worry about. I was American. I had the American passport. Whenever there's going to be war, I'm going to go on a plane and fly away. The only problem was my wife. My wife, she needed a passport. So I'll get her a passport. So he went down to Masad Apnim and asked for a passport. And the man was very helpful. The man told him, listen, something terrible is going to happen here. You just get your wife out of this country as quick as possible. I can do everything I can. And he took the papers and everything. That was a process that was usually supposed to take 2 weeks. And his man took the papers, looked at the papers and said, I'm sorry. I can't help you. As much as I want to help you, I'm sorry, but your file's in Tel Aviv and I can't help you. And that was before cloud and share documents and phones and email where you can send everything around in seconds. You have to go to Tel Aviv and get the documents. And only over there you can be helped. Hashem got his father involved, and they got very big machas involved how to get this passport done. And they got protectors and Tel Aviv, and a day later he got the passport from his wife. And now he's safe, and now we can leave whenever we have to. The only problem was he got the passport the day the 6-day war broke out. And that day, the Israeli government closed the airport. And he was stuck as anyone else. It wasn't funny. But Rav Shimshon thought to himself. Of a young Rav Shimshon Pinkus said, I thought I'd be all bechuchem. I thought I'd be clever than anyone else. Everyone has to worry. I don't have to worry because I'm American. And now I'm stuck. And I'm an Israeli and I'm a Jew like anyone else. And the only one can help us is HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself. And he connects that to the Pasuk in Eicha. It's in Yonah the Yoma. We're holding Erev the 9 days, a couple of days before Tisha B'Av, or whenever, if you're watching it, just before Tisha B'Av. The Pasuk in Eicha, Perek Beis, Pasuk Yud Beis. Li'imosam yoimru, aye dogon v'yayin. The Navi sees children, young toddlers, babies, that they're crying to the mother. In his tzara of churban bayis, of hunger and death and danger. They're asking, what were you asked in such a case? What were you asked in such a situation? Water, bread, basics. No. They're asking, Aye, dogon vayayin. Where's the 6-layer cake? Where's the wine? Where's the cook? Where's the geschmack part of life? Says Rav Shimshon. What do you see from that pasuk? They're not asking, they're not crying, the children are not crying for the mother's water and bread. They're asking for the extras, for the luxuries, because just a few days ago, they were still living in a luxury, and suddenly the Churban came, suddenly the enemies came, the Menuchanetza came and started killing and started making a hunger for everyone. That's because HaKadosh Baruch Hu can turn the world over within a couple of hours or a couple of days. As the story of Rav Shimshon, we saw that he will be saved, and within one day that the whole situation changed. And it says Rav Shimshon, history repeats itself. He said that he said that many years ago. History repeats itself, and we have to be careful. We have to be aware the world is going through a change. How can we hold on to HaKadosh Baruch Hu? How can you live life with HaKadosh Baruch Hu? This is through Shabbos. One way is through Shabbos. But we train ourselves once a week to live a life close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Every step, Shem Shemaim Shagol B'Fiv. To feel the life of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to feel the light of Shabbos, the closeness of Shabbos, that can help us to overcome all the challenges throughout the week and all the challenges that we have to face. Good Shabbos.